Are you having a hard time understanding wisdom from the higher realm? Friends have told me that although they are very much interested, they are finding it hard to understand what I share on awakening. Their minds find it too deep. I can very well relate to this. Our minds are not used to the ways of the higher realm. New thoughts will really jolt our minds and will need time to be assimilated into our energy. I remember when I was younger, whenever I was facing a problem, I looked for ways to comfort myself as though to remove said situation. I tried reading the scriptures, hoping I would get the answers to my lingering questions like, why do I have to be in this difficult position? Will problems ever stop coming? But when I started reading, I could not understand it. The words and illustrations appeared alien to me. I could not apply them to my situation. Often, reading it would just make me feel sleepy. Worse, I felt I was being judged or condemned. Like all my faults were being mirrored to me, and so I had to put the book down. It only made me feel so distant from my source. I felt so sinful, unworthy to even read the words of the good. I thought the ways of the heavenly realm seemed so difficult. So I looked for easier ways to cope, to somehow ease the difficulties I was experiencing. I turned to the ways of this material realm. Like, I watched movies, dined out, ate lots of comfort food, shopped for things I did not need. No big effort on my part at all, just to forget the torment in my mind. I would feel okay, so I would just do the same things over and over when a problem arose, because I thought they worked for me. But the truth is, they were just temporary relief. I was okay for a while, then I was back to worrying, overthinking, being stressed. And to be honest, the things I did to ease my discomfort only added to my problems. I gained weight from eating. I made my body sick. I also had to work doubly hard to pay for the things I bought on credit. I was looking for a way out of a toxic pattern, but only sank deeper in a rabbit hole. It was truly exhausting. The challenges were sucking the light out of me. I thought there must be something that I can do to get out of this toxic cycle. Surely, our Creator did not create a beautiful world, put us in charge only to punish us. It is simply not logical that bad things will come from a good source. Why would records of all the goodness, the unconditional love of our source for us, be here for thousands of years if they are not true, and if not for our perusal? There there is something we are simply not getting. Yeshua said, "Ask and we shall receive." And so I fervently ask for answers. Einstein, Oppenheimer, Tesla all said that everything is about energy. That if we understand this concept, we will unlock the secrets of the universe. I asked for clues and the heavens answered. I understood that I am energy, not a human, but simply energy having a temporary human experience in this realm. I accepted my true nature and that my energy then was quite low. The reason words of high vibration were irritating my energy. But I knew I needed to understand those words of light because they would help me be removed from sufferings. I knew I had to raise my light so that words of light would not hurt me like a glare. So I set out to raise my energy, to brighten my light that the ways of this realm have dimmed, so that I will no longer be in a dark situation. How did I do that? I connected to my main source, our Creator. I meditated, called on the light of our source through the name Yeshua, and visualized it being one with my light. Yeshua did say to yoke with him, right? He said, "He is the way, the truth, and the light." I never doubted that Yeshua plays a big role in awakening the dead in spirit, or else his teachings would not have stood the test of time. The fact that his teachings are still here after thousands of years tells me that said teachings are really meant to help us ascend. I simply did not understand how to properly apply the teachings then. But when I understood that I am energy, I got it that Yeshua is also energy, a light being, and that what he offered to us was his light and not his human life, which was just his temporary state so he could dwell with us and illustrate how we should live this human experience. I showed up every day, connected to his light regularly, until I literally felt my energy rising. I first felt tingling on my face. That excited me, and I pressed on. After weeks of meditating on the light of our source, calling on the name Yeshua, I felt my energy flowing in my whole being. I just did this continuously until one day, lo and behold, the knowledge just came flooding in. The gate to the heavenly realm was unlocked, and I was able to tap into the wisdom needed to navigate this physical journey. I no longer find the scriptures or words of light irritating. Instead, when I read or hear of them, they add to my energy. My mind is now open to receiving guidance from the higher realm. I shall soon be discussing the awakening process more deeply. I hope you help yourself prepare for this by raising your energy. Consider what I shared with you. This will help you easily understand words of light. It is time we remove ourselves from this toxic cycle and begin what we set out to do, which is create heaven on earth. Love.